Hello everybody, it's me Brandon. Today I'm making a video for you guys on stage 3 of self-improvement. And on this one, I want y'all to know that this one is very, very dangerous for you. Not dangerous in any physical way, but it's dangerous for you in your progress. Because in this, you can actually go from your stage, like I said in last video, that you can only go up from here. Well, guess what? You can actually go down from here. You can even get lowered in level 0, -1, bro. If you do not do this right, you will genuinely lose everything. So I'm making a video on how you can end up surviving through stage 3 of self-improvement. The Toddler stage, as I have named it. At this stage, you finally created and at least stuck to 3 habits for a good amount of time. 3 or 2, actually. 2 is the minimum that will take longer, but 3 takes less time. And at least 2 success on 1 challenge. It doesn't matter what this challenge is, as long as you've successfully done it, you will have gained something. For me, that challenge was NNN. Well, actually, I failed NNN, but what I ended up doing is that I just made it in my mind every day. If I relapse, every day is day 1 of November. And by December 28th, I succeeded. It doesn't matter if it wasn't by the original rules, dude. I still lost the addiction. So just make it so you still do the hard work. But even if you fail, you need to come back. Because if you give up, then you will be a failure, dude. This is how it works here in self-improvement. You actually will end up in this thing. You will be very challenged. I will not lie to you guys. You will relapse a lot. I relapsed so many times on so many things. On this journal right here, dude. I don't know if I should show. Oh yeah, let me not show that page. All right, yeah, this one right here, dude. I had so much of a hard time with this type of stuff. And Medito, I'll tell you what. Even though I'm on my 208th session, and I'm on stage 4, so I'm actually about to break my longest streak and go up. I actually almost relapsed yesterday, but I'll talk about that in the next video. But you will most likely relapse on that a lot. I want you all to know that I relapsed so much on that. Every challenge you might relapse. But if you do, you need to remember, you are human, but you must be better. You must be better than what you think you are. Because it is our thoughts that bring things to reality. For a good amount of time, I didn't think I could do it. I started thinking I could do it, and I could. Sorry about that. I had to pause the video real quick. But first, when you fall, you must get back up. But I want y'all to know something about this stage. You will actually get better at getting back up quicker than last time. I used to have a whole week where I didn't meditate. That was when I realized that meditation genuinely gives you attention span. Because my grades and stuff, I couldn't even pay attention in school anymore. And I'll tell you one thing, I was unmedicated for a good amount of time once I started to meditate. I didn't even need my medication for ADD. It was weird, but I kind of depend on it now to have my attention span. I think that you should realize that these things will keep you. As long as you do them, you will get to that endpoint that you want. And whenever you realize that, you will keep on going. Even whenever it's raining outside, even when you're sick, you will go do a cold shower. Even when you have had a cramp in your leg and it hurts a lot. I don't know if I can say the word. Like, you know what word. or just to walk to a chair outside to get your daily sunlight like I did this morning, you will do it. Because you know that this stage is the most important one. Relapses do exist, and we must not believe that they don't. But believe that you won't relapse. But whenever you do, say it's okay, but say you're going to be better than this. Because you are better, and I know you're better. Whoever is watching this is better than they think they are. Stronger. We are so much stronger than we think we are. No matter you relapse, cold showers, meditating, and gratitude journaling, reading, you can still get back up and you can still work towards a better future. If you're not patient, you will not make it through this. And that is an absolutely truthful thing about this. You must be patient because there will be hundreds of days, hundreds, where you will feel literally in the self-improvement depression. You will think, I feel like I have done all of these things, yet I don't feel different. And you know what? That's probably true. I don't see a person lying about that. And that's because of this graph right here. Atomic Habits, it's actually from Atomic Habits. I've read the book. That's one of the things I could say, even though I skimmed it, basically. But one thing I remember is that it's 1% at a time. You're 1% better every day, but you feel like you're here, basically. You barely see anything. You genuinely don't see a thing. And whenever you get close to stage 4, you actually start to feel it. Up here. This entire area is considered the Valley of Disappointment, but I call it the Valley of Depression. Because people genuinely feel like, they'll even say, self-improvement ruined my life. Even though it's actually making their lives better. The people don't realize this, and you must realize that it is making your life better. You must be strong through this time, because even though it is stormy, you must look for sunlight. It is hard to stay positive during this time, but you must, because that is how you will stay not just maintain this level, but get above it. Get to stage 4 like I am now. Everything I do now feels important. Like I feel terrible that I had a terrible day yesterday. I ate junk food. I watched a movie with my family. I feel worse than what I usually would have. I feel like God ended up punishing me by giving I can't pull up my left leg that much. Ugh. My leg cramped at 4:48 in the morning today when I checked my phone. And it hurt so much, and that was my punishment. I genuinely felt terrible. I couldn't even walk for this morning. I had to drink 2 sports drinks so I could rehydrate, because I didn't drink that much water yesterday. I feel everything's important. Whenever I read a chapter of How to Win Friends and Influence People, I smile when I'm reading it. And then after I read another one, I start to call the waiters and the people who are giving me their service. I thank them by their names. I feel every change that is happening within my core right now. It is such a weird feeling, but it's a good one. And you must know that I am here and I made it. I'm in 100-degree weather. Yet yesterday I went outside to the park. I specifically got myself dehydrated just so I could keep my mental health up. Because I know that mental health is everything that matters. And you must remember this too. You must work on your mental health first. Don't even go for the working out stuff first, honestly. You know what? If you have good enough mental health that you genuinely want to do it, I'd say definitely do it. But if you genuinely can't, you just should work on your mental health at the first, because it's 2 groups of people with a good mental health and with a bad mental health. Everybody thinks that they should do, let's work on my body, but you need to work on your mind, man, because you will genuinely go down worse than if you have. Would you rather be the skinny guy who's happy with his life, or the guy who's got some muscle but is genuinely struggling and relapsing like literally once every 2 days, and he is depressed about it. The guy is depressed about how he can't do it because he hasn't worked on his mind yet. All you have to do is work on your mind, and I believe everybody can. I know that you guys can. So because of this, I believe that with y'all knowing that I have made it, I have passed this area here. I want y'all to know, I used to be the guy who specifically only had friends who were girls, and if I had any male friends, they were very obese, extremely obese guys who played video games. I ate junk food every day of my life. I watched YouTube every day of my life. I have problems with it still, but still much better. I didn't ever do anything good for me. I was depressed at the time, and I was able to get from all that to my feet to where I am standing right now. I am standing. I'll tell you one thing. Usually, like, look at this. I am standing right now on a mat. For the last few years, I've been sitting right here. I'd have a desk right here, and I would have a chair where I would play in my Xbox. And I hated that. I felt like it was just a way to keep myself at a maintained happiness because I couldn't even feel happiness anymore. And now I can feel happiness. I can go to the park and go on to kids, literal kid items, and I can feel happy. I can feel happy when other people feel depressed now. And I probably would have been, I don't even know where I would have been. Because you need to remember, it also works the same way, going down too. It doesn't matter if you think that you're not patient, you just want it now. Because you need to be patient, or you will just go down. This is the most important stage because this is the one that you will genuinely feel unmotivated for days. You will hate the fact that you have to go into that cold shower. You will genuinely think, what if I just don't go to school today? You will feel terrible. But at the end of this, you will be rewarded by God for the fact of how you, or whatever God you have has rewarded you since you have done the hard work. Yeah, the reason why dopamine is so good is because it is an actual reward for your hard work. Nothing is rewarded without work. And that is your work right there. You must work so you can live. Because I know you want to live. Whoever is watching this wants to live. I'm living right now. I'm living an amazing life. I'm actually looking into the option of possibly even going into an exchange student class, dude. Where I can possibly go to somewhere like Ireland, bro. Ireland or Scotland. I don't even care if those places are extremely English, bro. That'd be so different. I'd learn so much about those cultures. Because of this phase, you must now remember that patience is extremely important. If you are not patient, you will fall. It's a character trait that you must develop. Because unlike a habit, you can't lose this one. Well, actually, you kind of can. But it's much harder to lose a character trait than to lose a habit. Character trait is something of you. Habits are just something that you do to possibly give you a character trait. Habit is something that you do for your identity. But that character trait is your identity. I am a patient man. Say that right now. Say that you are patient because you must create the idea of patience within yourself. Lie to yourself if it takes it. Or you start to believe that you are a patient man. And then start to do things a patient man would do. Wait the extra 5 minutes in line. Even if it is wasting time, yeah. Waste the time. If you're genuinely working on your patience, you will get through this stage and you will join me in stage 4 and feel amazing. I feel awesome now. I am able to stand up with an upright back that used to have scoliosis for years until recently. I am able to go to a kids park and go on a slide more than 10 times. I recorded it on my phone yesterday. Y'all can see it. There is no limit to what you can do. Your only limit is your thoughts. Now, another thing that you must remember for this is that if you feel like you are genuinely like, I think you should try to look within a religion within this point. Look within any religion you can, because this will actually give you, it'll give you a little bit of a moral responsibility. Because if you tie your religion to your self-improvement, you will literally look up to God, and we can only be as good as the men we look up to. If you look up to God, you can literally be as good as God. That's why religion is such a good thing for self-improvement. Stage 3 is extremely dangerous, and I want y'all to know that you will relapse, but you must get up. You must not go to stage 2 again. That's something that you're never supposed to go back to in your entire life. You've left it, and now you're in a new chapter of your life. Now you better not mess it up. And if you do, you better get back up. Because I know that people out here can do it. I wonder if I could possibly make a video on that. I'd probably have to actually specifically cripple myself to go down to those levels to learn about it. I'm not going to do that. I want y'all to get through this. But I will not ruin my self-improvement journey just so you guys can learn how stage 2 negative is, dude. Because I know that y'all are better than that. I'm here telling you these things to feel good in that full zone. You're gonna think about it and you're gonna be like, dude, that kid with curly hair there told me to not worry about being in this area, that it is okay, and he's above me right now. Okay, I can get to his point of life if I just do what he says. Because that is, honestly, you might as well not do what your mind says, dude. Just do what the other people say. People who are above you. Because you cannot teach another person to... You can only teach yourself, basically, to become on your own level. You can do things that you've learned that are good for you. That's not teaching. That's just an action. That's it for this video. I'm grateful that y'all watch this, because that means that y'all are still trying to get through the self-improvement journey. For this, if you want to genuinely, if you're struggling in like stage 3, I'd say actually contact me about self-improvement. I'd even do a discount for you if you're genuinely struggling on this, because I want to help y'all. I do self-improvement coaching, where it's like an actual like live call. I have Zoom, or I can use Google Meets too. I also that stuff's easy. We can get on a FaceTime. Even. We can just talk about what are your problems, what's like worrying you, how are you messing up the most? Because I want you to know something. Because you need to like genuinely point out what are you messing up the most in, so you can get through that. Because that is what you need to focus on. If you want to definitely get through this, make $3,000 a month after, so check out Adonis School. Places made with specialized people, and even the students around you are making thousands more than the average man, becoming entrepreneurs. God, I wish I should. Remember that you must invest in your education. Buy books, buy courses, buy a bag if it helps your testosterone. Remember, boys, when you start this, you will be here. But you need to get up to here. Once you get up to here, you will be better. I'm still exploring this area, because I've just recently left stage 3 of self-improvement. I'm now in stage 4. But I know that y'all fuel me to do this. Because I know that there are people who will not have the opportunity to become better than me right now. They're probably, let's be honest, if I'm teaching you, I'm probably gonna, I'm teaching you stuff I know that I use myself. You're gonna be applying that, dude. You also try teaching your friends. Well, if they ask, don't tell them if they don't. That's dangerous. That's it for this video. Remember, boys, be patient and you will succeed. Be patient and you will succeed.